simple. Just pick your lineup, stay under the salary cap, and see how your team stacks up against the competition. Feel the NFL action like never before with a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, and the best part is you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings app now and use the code TIGER. This week, new customers can get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. Enter the code TIGER to get a free shot at millions in total prizes with your first deposit. That's code TIGER, only at DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get to where you want to go.
Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL and do more with modern devices and Windows 10 Pro.
Sitting here on a beautiful day with Bubba Winningham at Chevyland, 7500 Erie Drive, and my eyes aren't deceiving me, Bubba. I see a lot of trucks on your lot right now.
You know, it's the best group of trucks we've had since the pandemic started, really. We're doing that because our team is selling vehicles fast, and so we get to order more than everybody else, which is a great problem to have. But right now, we've got Silverado crew cab four-wheel drive trucks everywhere. 41 of them today, as a matter of fact. So you got to come in. We've got LT, we've got RST, we've got the incredible Trail Boss, we have some diesel engines. We've even got 2500 HDs on the parking lot. You got to come check them out fast. Check us out at Chevyland.com. Come by 7500 Erie Drive, or come see me. Get top dollar for your trade-in and drive off in a great selection, and you will not pay over sticker for a vehicle at Chevyland.
For over 25 years, 1130 The Tiger has been the home of Bird Yellow Jackets football. The Origin Bank pregame show starts 30 minutes prior to kickoff, and you can hear every minute of Bird Yellow Jackets football right here on the Tiger. And as always, sting 'em, Jackets.
O'Reilly Auto Parts specializes in keeping your car on the road. Not sure how much life is left in your battery? Our professional parts people will test it for free. If it does need to be replaced, we'll help you find just the right one to fit your car. Our Superstart batteries are built to handle even the toughest conditions. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
Tiger weather now.
No sunshine here today with 85 our high. A clear sky tonight, low 62. Sunny tomorrow, 85 our high. We stay in the mid-80s on Wednesday with sunshine. Thursday and Friday, sunny skies in the forecast. Highs climbing into the upper 80s, nighttime lows in the 60s. Richard Weddick of the Weather Channel.
1130 The Tiger, your home for LSU sports, powered by Jack Spring Electric. 1130 The Tiger, Bossier City's home for LSU sports.
Let's get to the meat of the matter with producer Rogers Hampton.
Hey, boy!
Here's your master of ceremonies, Patrick Netherton.
You gotta keep them separated.
Well, how about that? We are live, Rogers, on YouTube channel. So if you want to catch us, we're not on Facebook because Facebook is down, but we are on YouTube, youtube.com/Netherton Show. I am also going to copy this and tweet it out to let folks know that we are there. So if you're used to watching the show on Facebook, we are on YouTube today because Facebook is down. So we are going to be on Facebook, on YouTube today. Which, Raj, kind of a brave new world going on here. Hambone's all confused. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. I don't understand. What is this sorcery? So, Rogers, if you know anyone out there that wants to find us, you can find us on YouTube today, youtube.com/Netherton Show. We actually do have a couple of people watching already, which is cool. So if you haven't seen us, want to know where we are on YouTube today. I'm hoping it looks good. I'm hoping it sounds good. The people that are watching, if you wouldn't mind commenting and just let me know, how does it look and sound on your end? I just checked it on my phone and it looked pretty good, but I just want to double check that it does look okay and sound okay on your end. So just shoot me a message on the YouTube stream and let me know how it looks and sounds. Coming up here in just a bit, we're going to have the winner of the Two Johns Upset Special. We're obviously going to break down the Saints a little bit. We're going to break down the Tigers. We're going to break down what went down with the Cowboys and Panthers. We've got a lot of stuff. Double J said it looks great. Thank you, Double J. I hope it sounds good as well. This is first time we've done this, so very, very excited. So if you want to watch the show, we are on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Netherton Show, or search for the Patrick Netherton Show on YouTube. You can subscribe if you want, but you can also just watch us live, and that is where we are today. Since we don't have Facebook available to us, we'll go with YouTube. Let's get some texts on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Going Crazy says Bob Stoops. Oh, God, no. Number one, Bob Stoops is making a lot of money selling wine. I don't think, Rogers, at this point, if you're not going to go get someone, you got to go get someone young, right? You got to go get a young, Orgeron has the energy of two people. But if you're going to go make a hire, it cannot be a retread at this point. You got to get somebody who's young and up and coming. A lot of people have mentioned Luke Fickell at Cincinnati. But again, I'm the number one guy on hey, Orgeron's shouldn't be fired. Like if you find more things off the field, then maybe. But I don't consider last year. I don't even consider last year when I'm talking about what's going on with this team. It was a COVID year. I don't think Alabama's national championship last year was particularly. I'd put an asterisk next to that. I just don't think it's. Last year was an aberration. Last year, to me, doesn't count for anyone. And I certainly don't understand coaches getting fired after last year. Scott and Benton said Joe Brady, he's in his first year as a solo coordinator. He's not experienced. Go talk to Kiffin, Fickell, or Napier. Steer clear of Urban and Joe Brady. Steer far clear. Well, look, Joe Brady's in his first year as a solo coordinator. He's not experienced. I agree. Again, I'm the guy that doesn't want Orgeron fired to start with. All right? Kiffin, do you really want Kiffin? I mean, do you? I don't know. I mean, I like Kiffin. I think he's a breath of fresh air in an industry that's too often very staid and buttoned up. I'm not sure you want Kiffin, though. I'm not sure how Kiffin would play in Baton Rouge either, for that matter. Luke Fickell, I think Fickell would be a good hire. Billy Napier, nope. I mean, I don't know. Cody said any hire is a gamble in the SEC. I agreed. 318, are the Demons ever going to get it together to be able to win some games? All the other teams seem to be able to do more with transfers than NSU. Is it coaches or just luck? Thanks, that link worked. No, I sent him the link to listen to the game. Yeah, Demons are kind of going through some struggles, man. Offense moves the ball, but they're having problems putting it in the end zone or getting field goals. They scored a little bit more this week. Then the defense broke down at times. It's a struggle. The good news is there's a very real delineation in the Southland Conference. There's 3 teams at the top and there's 3 teams at the bottom. Demons are obviously one of those 3 teams at the bottom, but the good news for NSU is they play the other 2 teams in the bottom twice. And Rogers, unfortunately, your boys at McNeese are one of those teams that are in the bottom, that are 0 for. They've won 1 game this year, and they're 0 for the conference year. Houston Baptist is seemingly worse than the Demons are, and then the Demons. But the Demons get Houston Baptist twice starting this week down in Houston. Then they get McNeese twice starting next week with McNeese up in Natchitoches. So there's opportunities there. Trey, all good. Thank you, Trey. Much appreciated. Thank you for tuning in on the YouTube channel. I don't know that it's coaching, man. I mean, the coaches are good. The talent is starting to get there. It seems like when they have a good trigger man, things are good. Offense can score points. They can have some success. But when they struggle with the trigger man, the quarterback, Rogers, the mission-critical position, if you will, when they struggle there, as most teams do, right? When you struggle at the quarterback position, your offense tends to struggle. Satman said many longtime season ticket holders for LSU and Saints are either selling their tickets or drop them. They don't want to get the shot. My neighbor had LSU season tickets for 32 years running until they told them they had to get the shot. Of course, no one in the media wants to admit that. They point to other reasons. It's mostly the shot. He also said, I love Orgeron. We got growing pains. It happens. Yeah, I don't know what the attendance issues are, man. I'm not in that crew. Double J said, looks great. He's talking about the YouTube. Thank you again. If you want to watch us, we are on YouTube Live today. YouTube.com/Netherton Show. Buck Naked said, we let Les hang around for 10 years without being able to throw the ball. We can go a couple of years without being able to run it. I don't think you're going to go a couple of years. I think you're going to see that change. I don't know that it changes this year, but I think you'll see the run game improve. Hell, it can't get worse, right? What they run for, like 10 yards or something against Auburn? I don't know how much they ran for. It wasn't a lot. Dan the Man said, I see 5 and 7 at best. And he also said Billy Napier. I don't like the Billy Napier hire, to be honest with you. He's been good, not great at ULL. I mean, if you're going to choose between Billy Napier and Luke Fickell, then I think you take Luke Fickell. And Raj, remember how incensed Bonsai was that Notre Dame was a home underdog to Cincinnati? How incensed is he going to be that they actually lost the game as a home underdog to a Group of 5 team? Cincinnati handed it to him. It's a good team. Here's the thing, though, Rogers. Everybody's like, Cincinnati, first Group of 5 team to get in the playoffs. They better not lose once. And even if they go undefeated, they better hope a bunch of other teams have 2 losses, because the committee will do everything in their power to keep Cincinnati out of the playoffs. You watch. People are going to get all mad, upset about it, but you heard it here first. I said it a long time ago. The College Football Playoff Committee is not in the business of sharing their money with the Group of 5. The Group of 5 has their hush money. Here's a few million. Y'all go run and play with that. They're not in the business of giving them one of the shares of the actual playoff. So you're going to have the absolute perfect storm. Cincinnati cannot lose and probably needs to win convincingly every single week. And you probably need to get somebody out there with more than with 2 losses. Because Alabama and Georgia appear to be locks for the playoff right now. No matter what happens in the SEC title game, they appear to be locks for the playoff. If Cincinnati wants in, they better hope that a couple of different teams crap the bed, right? Help that Oregon went ahead and lost this past weekend. That's a good thing for Cincinnati. All right, Oregon beat Ohio State, which was a loss for the Buckeyes. But here's the thing. If Ohio State runs the table, if Oregon runs the table, if Wake Forest if Oklahoma, right, if any of these teams are sitting there at the end with one loss, they will be taken over an undefeated Cincinnati team. It's probably not the right thing, but it is exactly what will happen. Mark said everyone's Facebook is apparently broken. Yeah, Facebook is broken. We know. Facebook's been down since about mid-morning. And so if you want to watch us, we are over on the YouTube stream if you would like to find us. So as a matter of fact, you know what, Rogers? I'm gonna send if anybody wants the YouTube stream, text me. I will cut and paste the YouTube stream, a direct link to it. If anyone wants the YouTube stream, send me a text on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Doctor, the LSU coaching staff did not make a single adjustment on either side of the ball in the second half, as far as I can tell. They sat there and let that game happen to them. At some point, how do you not at least put a spy on Auburn's QB? It wouldn't have mattered. They had 10 chances to take him down on multiple plays, and he got away. Having a spy on him was not going to make the difference. The main thing is they couldn't cover the swing passes out of the backfield. But you know what? That game's not on the defense, kids. Defense played more than well enough to win. That game is on the offense. When you have the opportunity to increase a lead, right? You're sitting there, you're up, what was it, 10-3, 14-3, whatever it was. You're up, and your defense keeps giving you the ball back time and time and time again, keeps holding them down, not letting them score touchdowns. The offense has to cash in at some point. You've got to go add on. Every time you add on, it changes the complexion of the game. It changes how you look and how you go about being, how you play and how your offense plays and the pressure that's on you. That all changes as the score changes. And if the defense keeps giving you the ball back, at some point as an offense, you've got to go down and score. Gone are the days when you win games with defense, right? You don't win games 10-3 anymore. You don't just keep punting and putting your defense back out there and say, hey, guys, go make another play. Right? At some point, your offense has to go down and do something. That's the difference. You've got to be willing, not you're not willing, but you've got to be able. How about that? You've got to be able to go down and increase a lead when your defense is playing well and keeping you in a game. Go down, increase your lead. And with a complete lack of a running game for LSU, you were one-dimensional. Auburn didn't have to commit a bunch of guys to the line of scrimmage because the guys they already had there were stopping the run. That's the major difference. If you can add on, now the complexion changes for the offense of Auburn, the offense of the Giants. Right? You add on to that lead, and now they're pressing. Now they can't run their normal stuff. Now they have to do other things to try to find a way to score quickly and get back into the game because you're putting them away. That's the difference. You didn't have that sort of put-away drive like the Saints had against the Patriots, right? Patriots got back in it. Your defense kept giving you the ball back. Saints didn't do anything with it. Would they have 3 straight 3-and-outs against the Patriots? Remember a couple of weeks ago. But then the defense got you the ball back again. Now, granted, it was after a score, but you get the ball back and you go down and you win that game offensively. Defense doesn't win games anymore. Offense wins games. Defense can win games if you're forcing a bunch of turnovers. Or if you're Alabama, right, or you're Georgia. Georgia's defense can win a game. Alabama's defense can win a game. But by and large, the average defense in college football, the average defense in the NFL isn't going to win you a game. They may get you extra possessions, which allows the offense to go down and win the game. Right? We have switched entirely in the sport of football from, hey, we've got a great defense. We can hold teams to 10 points a game, and we're going to go out there and win 14-10. That's what they did in the 80s and 90s under Jim Mora, right? The Dome Patrol. The Dome Patrol's out there holding teams to 9 points a game. And you win 14-10. That doesn't exist in football anymore. The only way you win games is by scoring points. And your defense helps you with that by getting stops, by getting turnovers. All of those things. Getting you the ball back, holding the opposing team to field goals instead of touchdowns. That's a win. Everything other than a touchdown in defensive football now is a win. But your offense has to go down and score. And if your offense doesn't keep the pressure on, you can't continue to rely on the defense to win you a game. It's just that simple. All right, the YouTube stream is up and running, looking good. If you are used to watching us on Facebook Live, just go over to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Netherton Show, or search for the Patrick Netherton Show on YouTube. Or if you want to watch it and you're listening, maybe you're on the app or whatever, but you'd rather see it, text me on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Ask me for the direct link to the YouTube live video, and I will send it to you. All right, I'll just copy and paste it right to your phone, and you can click it and watch it on your phone or your tablet or whatever, if you want to watch that way. So do it. Coming up, we'll announce the winner of the Two Johns Upset Special. Not yet, Rogers. Not yet. I know you want... No, I knew you were coming. I knew it was about to happen. It's not yet. It's close. It's not yet. But we'll have the winner of the Two Johns Upset Special upcoming here in a moment. Rogers will give me a number between 1 and 2, and I will give him I will give it to him. I'll give it to you, Rogers, like Urban Meyer. Goose you right here in the studio. Just give you the... Again, Roger, something's going on with Urban. I just can't put my finger on it. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Two Johns Upset Special winners announced next.
Bobby L. Green Plumbing has been in business for over 6 decades, 60-plus years. That's remarkable, since technology is always shifting and times change. Not only has Bobby L. Green Plumbing survived, they adapted to the modern marketplace, and they've thrived. Green Plumbing can spot trouble faster and repair it quicker using the latest technology. That eliminates your discomfort and saves you money. Bobby L. Green, the Green Team, the plumbing team you like best.
If you're looking for the finest in seafood, the finest in steaks, and a beautiful ambiance, you're looking for Two Johns Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive in Bossier City. It is absolutely spectacular, from the New Orleans-style courtyard to the ambiance of the bar to the elegance of the dining room. The best steaks, the best seafood, one of the best wine lists in town, and don't forget Friday lunch, where you can have a beautiful ribeye burger, just the tastiest one in town. It's Two Johns Steak and Seafood, and make sure you tell Big John we said hello.
Here in Louisiana, our resilience muscles are getting some kind of workout. Yes, Louisianians are strong, even buff, from all of the heavy lifting we've been doing lately. That doesn't mean we don't get tired. If you need help, try Blue Care, Blue Cross's telehealth service for online visits with doctors and counselors. Just download the app at bcbsla.com/bluecare. One word, and get access to care 24/7. With Blue Care, members can get the care they need from medical and behavioral specialists. At Blue Cross, our mission is to improve the health and lives of Louisianians, and that starts with getting you the care you need, especially now. We'll make it through the tough times. We always do. and Blue Cross will be here to support you.
O'Reilly.
Syntec is back and better than ever at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec is a premium full synthetic motor oil option at an affordable price. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec full synthetic and a MicroGuard Select filter for just $31.99. Syntec is formulated for today's engines to minimize friction, heat, and wear. Try Syntec today exclusively at
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave the song surprisingly great lyrics.
Here we go. It's so cheap. Yeah, got a great rate on the down low. 'Cause Jake isn't your average Joe. Hard to believe. Yeah, nobody does it like State Farm do. Never knew the rates were this low. Oh, they ain't that steep.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
As a senior and the current SGA president at LSUS, I've experienced firsthand what the university has to offer, including a welcoming campus, flexible class options, and 24-hour academic support. Facilities such as the Cyber Collaboratory and Idea Space are designed to prepare students for the 21st century workforce. That's why LSUS is the fastest growing higher ed institution in Louisiana. Visit lsus.edu to see how you can stay close and go far.
It's been a great start to the NFL season, and it's only getting better at DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. DraftKings is putting new customers in the center of the action with a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. Get in on the action now. It's simple. Just pick your lineup, stay under the salary cap, and see how your team stacks up against the competition. Feel the NFL action like never before with a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, and the best part is you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings app now and use the code TIGER. This week, new customers can get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. Enter the code TIGER to get a free shot at millions in total prizes with your first deposit. That's code TIGER. Only at DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
Did you get all the stimulus money for you and your family? Do you have children and didn't know you could receive monthly child tax credit payments? You can claim your monthly child tax credit payments and missing stimulus payments even if you don't file a traditional tax return. Visit ssa.gov/EIP to learn how you can apply online. Get the money your family deserves. Visit ssa.gov/EIP. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Sponsored by SSA.
For over 25 years, 1130 The Tiger has been the home of Bird Yellow Jackets football. The Origin Bank pregame show starts 30 minutes prior to kickoff, and you can hear every minute of Bird Yellow Jackets football right here on the Tiger. And as always, sting 'em, Jackets.
Tiger weather now.
No sunshine here today with 85 our high. A clear sky tonight, low 62. Sunny tomorrow, 85 our high. We stay in the mid-80s on Wednesday with sunshine. Thursday and Friday, sunny skies in the forecast. Highs climbing into the upper 80s, nighttime lows in the 60s. Richard DeWettig of the Weather Channel.
KWKH, Shreveport, Bossier City.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first, the pitch, swing and a miss! Tigers win! Tigers win!
Floating through the airwaves like smooth hickory smoke. Patrick Netherton.
Whether you're new to college or returning, Northwestern State has an online program for you. Online degrees provide flexibility and are tailored for busy lifestyles. Find out how you can join the Northwestern State community by visiting us online today at ensu.nsula.edu. That's ensu.nsula.edu for more information about Northwestern State's growing list of online degree programs. Northwestern State University, dedicated to one goal, yours.
1130 The Tiger, Shreveport's home for sports.
Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger. He's Rogers. I'm Patrick. Hope everyone is good. Jimmy on the YouTube channel said looks great. Thank you, Jimmy. Trey said it looks good. We're since Facebook is down, we decided. Well, I decided. Roger's like, please don't give me any more technology to deal with. So I said, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see if we can get going on YouTube. So we are on YouTube Live again. If you want the stream, the code, again, you can find it. It's easy. Just go to YouTube, look for the Patrick Netherton Show, and click the live stream, and we're up and running. If you want the direct link, I will text it to you. If you want to send me a text on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426, I will send you the direct link to it, so you can hit it that way. Couple of texts, and then we're going to name the Two Johns Upset Special winner for the week. We have 2 finalists that we need to pick between. So I'm going to have Rogers choose a number between 1 and 2. Is there a number between 1 and 2, Rogers? Like 1.5 or something? 318 said attendance was announced at around 70,000 in the paper. Man, who still gets the paper, Raj? I thought they said the announced attendance was around 90-something thousand, like 92,000. It's pretty hard to have a running game when you only try a handful of running plays and it's always the same inside zone handoff. Never any power formations used in the running game. They need to watch Iowa and get some pointers on how to run a power I formation. Yeah, I mean, you'd like variety in your run game. And unless, of course, you're just, if you're just mauling people, running inside zone, outside zone, then you don't stop. But if you're not having success there, then yeah, run a counter, run a bootleg, run a pitch, do something different. Again, I didn't get to watch all the game. I was calling my own game, so I don't know what all the problems were in the run game for LSU. By the time I started watching them, they were pretty disinterested in running. Big Hub said Notre Dame fan here, and Cincy looked real good. Yeah, they sure did. Draco, Bama kept increasing their lead, but they were able to run the ball. Roll Tide. Yeah, like I said, there's 2 teams in college football right now that can legitimately win with their defense, and that's Alabama and Georgia. Every other team really needs their offense to step up. Raj, did you see that the Georgia defense and special teams have scored more touchdowns than they have allowed on defense or special teams? Their defense has scored more touchdowns than they've allowed. Daryl 2 said, O needs to go. All right. Doctor, I hope I'm wrong because I want LSU to succeed starting immediately, but I've told the Marshall boys several times since last year that I think Coach O is Gene Chizik in purple. He also said there are an infinite number of numbers between 1 and 2. Yeah, it's not whole numbers, though. I think the major difference between O and Chizik is Chizik never, like his recruiting never sustained. It was really a flash in the pan. Orgeron, he had a 10-win season. He had a 9-win season. Again, I discount last year. This year, to me, is a little bit like starting over. New coordinators on either side, basically a brand new quarterback. You lose all that talent to the NFL off of the 2019 team and even last year's team. You're breaking in new coordinators, which I think is a big deal. Everything that I look at tells me that this is a team that's geared for next year. That this is, you knew you were going to have some growing pains this year. New quarterback, new running backs, new offensive line, breaking in new coordinators, all of that. Next year, to me, is the tale. Would tell the tale of Ed Orgeron if the administration is willing to keep him there. I think next year is the time when it really that's what's going to show you what this team looks like and can be. if they're a 500 team next year, then I think you're very justified at that point. Or you're not very justified. You're more justified at that point. But getting rid of a guy 2 years after an undefeated national championship season, when one of those 2 years was the COVID year, when you played 10 games, I just don't think that's a proper. I just don't think it's a proper way to go. Maybe I'm Pollyanna. Maybe I'm maybe I'm old school that way. But I don't think you should be firing coaches within 2 years of hiring them. The Mets fired their manager 2 years in. It's just not enough time, especially if you're taking over a bad team. If you're taking over a bad franchise like the Mets, it's going to take you more than 2 years to get it turned around. Rogers, how many years did the Astros lose close to 100 games before it was like 3 or 4? And then they got the farm system restocked. They focused on the young guys. They got it back, but imagine if they were just willy-nilly firing people left and right while they were going through that. There was a plan. But your plan, if you're taking over a bad franchise that's fallen on hard times, the plan takes some time. If you have a talent exodus like LSU did from 2019, then you have the very weird COVID year where your practices are all odd and strange and you don't get spring. And then you just play the fall season. When you have all that happen, I don't think this year is the year to judge what he's doing. I just don't think this is the correct timing yet. I think next year is probably the time you judge. But again, who would you rather have at this point? Would you rather have Tom Herman? Would you rather have Jimbo Fisher? I mean, Jimbo that dude has lost a couple of games now. I thought he was an offensive genius. Rogers, are you telling me that the offensive genius, Jimbo Fisher, starting over with a new quarterback, can't win games? What? I can't believe I caught that pen when I threw it up.
I can't either.
Huh? You're telling me that Jimbo Fisher, the offensive guru, the genius of geniuses, who's getting paid $60 million a year or whatever it is, they're giving him raises during the middle of the year, and he's got a brand new quarterback, and you're telling me he can't win games? Well, why the hell do you think Orgeron isn't able to win games when he's got a brand new quarterback and a new coordinator? And he's not even the offensive genius calling plays like Jimbo is. I do really like the hire of Durante Jones, though. I think that's been a very good hire for LSU. All right. You can text us on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426, or you can text, that's how you can text us. You can call us at 318-320-1130, which is what Daryl has done. Daryl, welcome.
Hey, it's Daryl, number one, Patrick.
Okay, one, not two. Gotcha.
I'm one. I've been in caller for years.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my get-go in LSU. Okay, you got the number one receiver in the SEC, practically maybe the country. Third down, crucial first downs. I've seen it happen 3 times in 3 games. Where's he at? On the damn bench, on the sideline, and not in the game. When you got your best receiver, and what do? You blow it. That's ridiculous. It's play calling, Patrick. And you got Trish's, I said that wrong, O-line. O-line is a heartbeat of a football team. If you don't have an O-line, you don't have a running game, you don't have a quarterback. It all starts there on the O-line. Now, we got players, backup players, they're not getting trained. They're not getting disciplined. They're not getting what they need. They're not being, what's the word I'm thinking of, they're not being brought along, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, developed.
They should be in a dead blame. There you go, my word, developed. We got guys on the sideline, 6'6", 300s, ain't getting in the game, and they can do better than the ones we got in there. That left tackle is pure garbage. I could beat him. I'm a 7-year-old. I could out-tackle. I could play out better than he is. He's garbage. Jekyll, as big as he is, he lets players get by him. The quarterback ain't got no time to play. Put these young guys in the ball game and see what they can do. They can't do no worse than what we got in there right now. Cardell Thomas, guard, 6'3", 340, 350. He can block a hole. He can move a man. He's strong as an ox. What you ain't seen the field all in 2 years? You ain't seen the field. This play calling we got is their day. I know these guys are new. They never called a game. Never been a coordinator. Well, ain't never been a coordinator. Oh, don't look like he's the same coach since 2019. There's no emotion out of him. We're living on 2019, which is never going to happen again in 100 freaking years. We got to use what we got. We don't call running game. You told running game a while ago. We got the best back it can be. That guy's name is Tyner. Every time he's in there, he's 3 or 4 plays a game. He's averaging almost 5 yards a freaking game. What do? We put TDP, whatever they call him in the game, which has no vision, no cutting ability. He runs straight ahead. All he does. And they run up the middle, off guard left side, or off go right side. That's bullcrap, Patrick. You got to have a running game. You got to block, and you got to run different plays. I'm not saying run power eye. Run some different plays. Run your back on a swing pass. Run a pitch back. There's a lot of plays you can run to get outside if they won't let you run up the middle. None of these plays are being called. It's the same old Les Miles era. You know, they stick to one thing, work one time, they're going to stick to it. They have no imagination. I've seen teams run plays. I told my son, why can't LSU run something like that? We got the talent, but they won't do it. And that's what I'm frustrated about. Coach O has the final say-so of what is ran. If he don't like what's called, he can change it. But Joe Burrow, he can read defenses. He can look out there for the ball is high and see where everything's going to be. He's that kind of quarterback. We don't have that kind of quarterback this year that can read defenses. That's why we're getting sacked. Joe can look at a play and see a blitz coming. You're knocked out of it. These quarterbacks can't do it. And our line ain't holding up. And that's what our problem is, man. We're just not playing the right players in the right places, calling plays that don't be called, and you never keep your best receiver on the friggin' sideline. Coach O come out and say, well, we'll try to give him rest, get tired. Man, this is friggin' 4th game of friggin' football season. You're tired? If you're tired, you don't need to play. You need to go back to the conditioning room. That's ridiculous. Some of the stuff comes out of his mouth every week. Well, we see what we're going to do. We're going to work on it. We're going to get better. We're going to get better. We're going to fix it. He ain't fixed it in 5 friggin' weeks.
All right, Daryl.
That's what upsets me, Patrick.
I understand.
I'll let you go, brother.
I understand, brother. I get it. Look, hey, passionate people. I understand. Someone texted while Daryl was going off, said that was Tiger Droppings live.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I want to see him at 70 go up against these young studs on the line. Come on, man.
I will say this. Some of the guys on the line are older vets, right? Deculus is a little older, but he mentioned the left tackle, right? That's a kid. That's a freshman that's in there at this point, right? So I just think people don't have patience anymore to let anything develop. Nobody has the patience to let anything happen in its time. Yes, the offensive line is not playing well. Right? We all can see that. That's not a mystery. All right, that's not news. We all know the offensive line isn't playing well. The backs are not by and large getting to do things that, they're not quite good enough to be able to do everything on their own. You don't have the Geis, you don't have the Fournette back there. You don't even have the Clyde Edwards-Helaire back there at this point. Right? But you got some young kids that have some promise. And I will tell you that the whole thing about Kayshon Boutte not being on the field, you have a rotation that you set up with your position groups, receivers, DBs. You have a rotation where, especially early in the game, you get those guys a series off here and there because you want them fresh for the fourth quarter. So that's why there may be a certain third down that Kayshon Boutte is not in there, but it's going to be in the first or second quarter. You by and large won't see one of your key players missing in a big situation late in a game because you do that early so that you can be able to have those guys fresh as can be late. Otherwise, Rogers, why ever take anybody out? Right? Your depth chart should be 3 receivers. Your depth chart should be 1 running back. You do that because you want to keep guys fresh for as the game goes along. Gone are the days of Rogers, we got that back, he's got to work up a lather. Right? Remember that? Like Earl Campbell was that way, right? He was one of those guys you needed to feed him 25 times a game because by the end of the game, he was better than the beginning. Worked up a lather. Eric Dickerson was like that, right? You wanted to get him 30 touches because he worked up a lather. These are not work up a lather players anymore, right? These are, hey, you get in there, you're in for a series, you may be in for 2 series, then we're gonna give you a rest for a series so that you're ready to go late. That's what it all is geared to. How do we handle late? Ooh, Rogers, I forgot. I texted you about that. Powerball is up to $670 million. It's tonight. They added a drawing in the Powerball. Not just Wednesday, Saturday anymore. Now it's Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. And Rogers, I went and bought some on Saturday. I got 0 numbers.
Yeah, I quit doing that.
0 numbers.
I quit doing that. I don't even have any cash on me because you
Not even a 1.
No, I don't even have a $2 on me.
I don't even a 1. I don't even have 1 number. Couldn't even get 1 number, Raj.
I've done that last couple of times.
1 number.
Okay,
can a brother get just 1 number? How much for 1 rib?
Just give me the Powerball just to make me feel
Yeah,
good.
that's a $3, right? Just give me my $3. I spent 10 to get these. Give me $3 back.
Absolutely.
It's not going to hurt you to do that. Hey, speaking of all of the great action that's been going on in college football and the NFL, boy, it has been a really terrific start to the NFL season. We saw the Bucs-Patriots game last night was one of the highest-rated games in about 8-9 years. You would expect that. The Thursday night Jags-Bengals game was one of the highest-rated Thursday night games in history. The NFL is back and in absolutely perfect form. And that's why you need to be a part of it with DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. DraftKings is putting new customers in the center of the action with a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. Get in on the action now. It's simple. Just pick your lineup, stay under the salary cap, and see how your team stacks up against the competition. And feel the NFL action like never before with a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. How do you do that? You download the DraftKings app. You use the code TIGER when you sign up, Tiger, TIGER, when you sign up. And this week, new customers can get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. And the best part is, DraftKings safe, secure, reliable, and you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings app, use the code TIGER, put in that first deposit, get your team, get your lineup, stay under the salary cap, and win, baby, win. Just win, baby. DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. 2 John's winner next.
How this whole business started, of you thinking that I had been untrue.
Bobby L. Green Plumbing has been in business for over 6 decades, 60+ years. That's remarkable, since technology is always shifting and times change. Not only has Bobby L. Green Plumbing survived, they adapted to the modern marketplace, and they've thrived. Green Plumbing can spot trouble faster and repair it quicker using the latest technology. That eliminates your discomfort and saves you money. Bobby L. Green, the Green Team, the plumbing team you like best.
If you're looking for the finest in seafood, the finest in steaks, and a beautiful ambiance, you're looking for 2 John's Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive in Bossier City. It is absolutely spectacular, from the New Orleans-style courtyard to the ambiance of the bar to the elegance of the dining room. The best steaks, the best seafood, one of the best wine lists in town, and don't forget Friday lunch, where you can have a beautiful ribeye burger, just the tastiest one in town. It's 2 John's Steak and Seafood, and make sure you tell Big John we said hello.
Looking to refinance or purchase a new home? Let J&L Processing and Mortgages be your first stop. Did you know that the first step to buying a new home is not getting a realtor, but getting pre-approved by a mortgage lender? Realtors need you pre-approved before they can show you homes. J&L Processing can help getting your credit ready and be with you through the entire process. Online applications are available. Find them on Facebook at J&L Processing or online at JLMTGS.com. That's JLMTGS.com. NMLS 1747388.
Brock's Collision is celebrating 50 years in business.
That's 50 years of bringing quality repair work for your autos. That means 50 years of professional excellence in dealing with your insurance company. That means 50 years of your assurance the job will be done right at Brock's Collision. Brock's Collision Centers with 3 locations. Brock's Collision in Shreveport and Bossier. Online at brockscollision.com.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code WIN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code WIN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WIN.
As a senior and the current SGA president at LSUS, I've experienced firsthand what the university has to offer, including a welcoming campus, flexible class options, and 24-hour academic support. Facilities such as the Cyber Collaboratory and Idea Space are designed to prepare students for the 21st century workforce. That's why LSUS is the fastest growing higher ed institution in Louisiana. Visit lsus.edu to see how you can stay close and go far.
So, what are you sipping? Whether it's our freshly ground coffee to wake you up, or an icy Polar Pop cup or Froster to keep you going, our new Sip and Save drink subscription at Circle K will keep you refreshed every day. Join Circle K's Sip and Save and grab any size drink every day for just $5.99 a month. Yeah! Start sipping and saving today. Just sign up with your mobile number when you check out at Circle K. Limited time offer at participating locations.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like the course keeps changing right before your eyes. Whoa! And in order to maneuver it, you need an expert by your side. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the tech solutions you need to help you get out in front and stay ahead of the game. Woo! Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL and do more with modern devices in Windows 10 Pro.
Tiger weather now.
No sunshine here today with 85 our high. A clear sky tonight, low 62. Sunny tomorrow, 85 our high. We stay in the mid-80s on Wednesday with sunshine. Thursday and Friday, sunny skies in the forecast. Highs climbing into the upper 80s, nighttime lows in the 60s. Richard DeWettig of the Weather Channel.
1130 The Tiger, your home for LSU sports, powered by Jack Spring Electric. If it's LSU sports, it's on 1130 The Tiger.
Let's get to the meat of the matter with producer Rogers Hampton.
Hey, boy!
Here's your master of ceremonies, Patrick Netherton.
Ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. It's kind of a seal, a little bit of a seal noise that I think that thing makes. It's the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger. He's Rogers. I can't wait. All right, it is a great song. Time to pick the winner of the Two Johns Upset Special. We had a record 89 entries. 89 entries this week. That's awesome. Let's get to 100 for this coming week. How about that? Well, let's just go for 100. 89 entries. Of those, just 7 people correctly predicted upsets. Just 7. They were Trey L., your boy, Rogers, Mr. Rush himself, Trey. He had Temple. They were an 11-point underdog. They won. Also correctly picking Toe Cutter. He took Auburn, which is great. Auburn won, but it was a 3-point spread. That's not going to win you anything. Clint also took Auburn. Again, 3-point spread, not going to win you anything. Bruce Leroy took Stanford. They won. 8.5-point spread. A little better. But right now, Trey is in the lead with an 11-point spread. Dallas, he took Hawaii. Hawaii won. That was a 10.5-point spread. So Trey remains in the lead with two other correct entries left. And those, Rogers, were Joe and Hyrail, who both picked Navy. Navy, a 15-point underdog to Central Florida, defeats Trey's Temple plus 11. So, Rogers, we have two finalists for the Two Johns upsets. 7 people got correct upsets. 2 finalists. Barney just texted me and said, I'm ready to make my acceptance speech for the Two Johns. Barney picked New Mexico, who didn't even win or cover. Like, not only did they not even cover the spread they were behind, that they were underdogs, they didn't win the game either. You gotta win the game first in order to be eligible for the Two Johns gift certificate. So, Rogers, I'm going to have you pick a number. I've numbered Joe and Hyrail 1 and 2. I'm not going to tell you which number's which. There's a 50% chance you'd have it anyway. Rogers, you pick a number 1 or 2, and that will be the winner of the Two Johns Upset Special.
Let's see. Between 1 and 2?
No. Either 1 or 2. Can't be between 1
and 2.
I
was going to go with the Dewey Decimal Point system there for a second.
I can't have you picking like 1.3 or something.
How about let's go with what this show aspires to be?
Oh.
The number 1 show in the afternoon.
Number 1. Rogers, there's not an honorable mention on here. Sorry, we can't do honorable mention. All right, Rogers. Well, number 1, that is Hyrail. Hyrail is the winner of the Two Johns Upset Special for this week. Congratulations. I will be texting you to get your address. I will get your address, and I will send your gift certificate out this evening. I got Jerry's ready to go. I got Sully's ready to go. I will get your information. I will get yours ready to go, and I will send it out. We got a few more texts. We actually got a bunch of texts to get to. Daryl, too, said it's the plays they call. Well, it's probably some of that, too. Doctor said, you're right about the growing pains. The problem is that for LSU fans like me, Bama is the measuring stick, and they just keep getting it done year after year. All right, who is Bama other than Bama? Like, name them. Name any other team that has a level of consistency that Nick Saban and Alabama has. Like, I'll wait. Rogers said we should repaint these walls. Red's Oh, sorry, I'm still waiting. Nobody's Alabama. Stop comparing yourselves to them. You're going to get them every once in a while, but by and large, they're going to get you. Buddy. Rogers, you know what Alabama did? They just went and got the best linebacker in the SEC to come play for them. He just happened to be at Tennessee. To'o. They were like, you know what? Transfer portal, let's just go grab the best linebacker in the SEC and bring him over here. And oh, by the way, now he leads Alabama in tackles. To'o. Like, you're not going to be Alabama. You're never going to be Alabama until Nick Saban leaves. When Saban's gone, then it's a free-for-all again. Look at Clemson, right? Clemson had a good run, 3, 4, 5 years. Now they're out. They're not in the top 25. Yep. Look at Oklahoma. How many national championships has Oklahoma won? Look at Ohio State. They got beat by Oregon. Could be A&M. I mean, there's a ton of schools that aren't Alabama. Look at Georgia. How many national championships has Georgia won under Kirby Smart? Less or fewer than Ed Orgeron's won at LSU. Jimmy and Blanchard said, keep Orgeron. He did wonders after Les Miles. Give him a break. I agree. The only thing you have really with Orgeron is the off-the-field stuff, the sex assault stuff. Not from him personally, but obviously the football team. that you lose some of your benefit of the doubt off the field when all of that stuff is going on. Doc Marvin said, thanks for replaying Daryl's same rambling from Fletcher's morning show. Hey, man. Buck Naked said, Tiger droppings live. 318, LSU football fans are so spoiled. The 80s and 90s, the Tigers were awful at times. No bowl seasons. Look at Nebraska and Florida State now. Lots of winning tradition there. Think they don't want to win now? Nobody else is Alabama. Nobody. People are mad because Saban is there instead of LSU. That's what it is. They might be mad at him, that's for sure. Keg said, let's not forget Max had thrown for 1,500 yards this year. He's number 13 on the passing list. I agree with the growing pains sentiment and believe this is next year's team. It also seems like they don't trust Max fully to me. His demeanor was angry at times. Pac fan said of Daryl, you understood all that? Yeah, man. Look, Rogers, I grew up with in listening to Buster and all of his employees on the CBs back in the day. Half of them sound like Boomhauer from whatever King of the Hill. So you better believe I can translate loud, angry, redneck ranting into regular English. Captain Insano said, "Need to play Thinking Out Loud next." LOL. When your that was from your neighbor. When your legs don't work like they used to before. Captain Insano said the most frustrating thing is if LSU runs even decently, they're undefeated. I don't know if they're undefeated. No. I don't know that they beat UCLA. They should have beaten Auburn even without running the ball. Robert said, what gets me, Patrick, is if you watch these guys on the offensive line, there's a lack of effort as the game goes on. To me, that's a total reflection of coaching. I don't know. Can you see effort? I don't know. I didn't play. I know T-Bob and Jacob talked about how you're not picking your quarterback up after he gets hit out of bounds or whatever. Like some of that, you don't have any dog in you or whatever. Like, I don't know. That's for former players to say. That's not for me to say. I can't tell you what effort looks like. Right? I mean, look at some players don't even look like they ever give effort. I never saw you play, Rogers.
No, look at that effort.
No, I don't have any effort.
Food effort. Eating
no,
effort.
I don't have any effort.
What you get.
Got no effort, Rogers. No, here's the thing. You can sit there and say, oh, they're not giving effort, but you don't know. Because some guys, when they're going full out, they look like they're a whirling dervish. Some guys, when they're going full out, they don't even look like they're trying. Think of all the great running backs that you see running. Kamara, right? Kamara never looks like he's giving full effort, and yet he is. Like, he never looks like he's trying that hard, and yet he's just gliding by people. It's how it works sometimes. Barney said, oh, that's how it works. Yeah, you have to pick a winner that was an underdog, and it also has to have the biggest spread that it overcame. 318. Do we hear the same lame excuses every week from, say, Nick Saban, saying certain things need correcting 4 or 5 weeks into the season? I think not. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Go listen to a Nick Saban press conference and listen to how many times he talks about things they didn't do right that need to be corrected. Nick Saban is the worst among all of them. He's never been happy with a win. There's always something going on in Nick Saban's mind. Go listen to a Nick Saban press conference and come back and tell me he doesn't ever say things need correcting. Every week, something needs correcting. And I forgot Clyde Edwards-Helaire was only a 3-star, so apparently he got some coaching from somewhere. LSU has gotten highly ranked recruits before, and they were not used or coached correctly and ended up not playing up to their full potential. Brandon Harris was one of those. Luckily, he got a nice college gig at Texas, though his playing career ended abruptly. Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason you're seeing is Edwards-Helaire shows up. He's got Orgeron and his crew, and they turned him into a top draft pick.
And something that was brought up this morning, and I really do not know, and I hope you do, if he was at the game. You got to remember who they're missing, what coach. Kevin Falk, because his daughter recently passed away.
Right.
He has been away from the program. He's one of the greatest LSU running backs ever. He was a fantastic pro. He's been away from his boys because of the death of his child.
Mm-hmm.
maybe give him a little bit of a break, that somebody else may be filling in for him that's not quite as good, and you do have a young stable full of running backs, and your best one's not eligible. If your best running back was eligible to play, some of these problems would solve themselves, Peanut.
Maybe. Yeah, John Emery can't get NCAA will not give him eligibility, so that hurts. And then I think there was one more text message. Let me see if I can find it. High Rail sent me his. There was something about oh, dang it. Somebody had sent something in about some running back they have that they're not playing. Anyway, 318 says, well, I'd rather have to make a few corrections after scoring 45 points in a game and win. Yeah, wouldn't we all? Yeah, welcome to the club. You name me the other team that's doing that on a year in and year out basis other than Nick Saban and Alabama. Haven't they been in the playoff every year? I think so. Except, did they not go the year that LSU won it? Because LSU blew out Oklahoma. Were they in the Clemson beat them? Yeah. Clemson beat Alabama in the semis. That's what it was. Yeah. So you find me the other team that has the same level of consistency as Alabama, and we'll talk. Nobody's there. Stop comparing yourselves to them. It will do nothing but make you mad. It'd be just like me trying to compare myself in the love game with Urban Meyer. Right, he's out there with college kids, and he's grabbing butt and having girls grind on him, and I'm grinding on myself. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap this bad boy up. It's the Patrick Netherton Show.